Kia ora, Tefano. This is part 2 of how to get our P5JS sketches up onto a website online so that you can have your own portfolio page. Last video, I showed you how to get GitHub pages, our own personal website, up online. This time, what we're going to do is we are going to put a sketch up here, right? And so we're going to head over to P5JS. We're going to grab a sketch from there that we like, and we're just going to do a quick little version with this. So over here, I'm at P5JS. Whoops. Here's a sketch. It's my time-stable spiral. Hopefully you remember we did that together. It looks like this. It's really, really cool. I love the sketch. I want it to be on my personal website. So I'm going to come over to my repository on GitHub, and I'm going to click into index.html. At the moment, it looks like this, but that's not what we want. We want all of the P5JS specific stuff in here. So I'm going to edit this file. And what I'm actually going to do is head back over to P5JS. There's my time stable spiral, still going strong. You see in this files thing, let me just minimize that. It probably looks hidden out of the way before, but actually what we're going to do is we're going to expand this. You're going to see that there's 3 files. There's index.html here. There's sketch.js, which is like our home territory. That's where we've been working on P5JS. And then there's style.css. We actually want all 3 of these over in our repo, and then this should show up. So let's take index.html to start with, highlight that whole thing, grab it, steal it, Control C it, Command C it, head back over here, and just paste in over the top. There's a whole lot of stuff going on in here. You don't need to know exactly what it does. Enough to know that this says to the browser, hey, this line here says, hey, this is an HTML file. Read it as HTML, please. This says, hey, oops, this one says it's English. The head says, here's a whole bunch of stuff for the computer to worry about. This isn't for people. This is for the computer. And the script, this is the important stuff. This is the stuff that actually goes and talks to P5JS, gets all of that specific JavaScript code that can run your sketches, and what it means to, what does it mean to draw a circle? What does it mean to draw a square? How are you actually generating a random number? How are you sketch? How are you using draw? How are you using setup and draw and all of that? What does that all mean? It goes and it asks the P5JS Foundation and their code. It goes and grabs their code from this location. And this is the same thing it does this here with the sound library. Maybe we're not using that. Maybe we could delete it. I'm just not going to touch it for now. It's also expecting a style sheet that we're going to put in soon. And it's using UTF-8, so we can have emojis and things on here as well. Cool. This body part down here, I hope you can see that. Yep. This body part down here, this is, all it's saying is, hey, load in the sketch file that we're about to do. If you didn't follow that, don't worry. This can just be a black box of magic that runs our P5JS sketch. We will dig into this more later. Cool. As long as you've copy pasted it exactly as it exists over here, everything's good. Okay, let's commit these changes. Let's commit them, super save. So we need to give it a message, commit message, update index.html, fine. Commit directly to the main branch. Perfect, done. Okay, let's go back. I'm clicking that button, I'm heading back to here. We should be able to add a new file. How do we add a new file? GitHub? Okay. Add a new file, please. That button there. It looks like that one there. Create a new file. We found it. Fantastic. What are we going to call this one? Well, let's call it sketch.js. Let's go to sketch.js, grab everything, copy it, put it in here, commit changes. Create sketch.js. Fantastic. Commit changes. We're super saving, committing that right now. Okay. One more. Oops, we need to go back to our code, or you can click that button there or that button here, head back to our main page, click plus button, create new file. What's this one called? Style.css. We're going to go to style.css. Grab that there. There's not a lot of code here. And we're just going to put that in, commit changes, and we're done. We're done. Do I have that sketch on my own personal website right now? Let's see. Why is it not showing up? Refresh the page. Hey, presto, we've done it. We now have a P5JS sketch up here. Doesn't look that crash hot right now. It's just a sketch. Honestly, we could have achieved this with the share button on P5JS. Why are we doing this? So that we can have multiple sketches, a whole portfolio hosted up online. You can talk about what you've done. You can give some information about yourself. Fantastic. More to come soon. See you in the next one. Ka kite whānau.